So again, this is a little bit of what I do when it comes to the code book. And, so the code book is not, it's not rocket science. All it takes is practice. Practice makes you know everything go well when it comes to the code. So these are the rules that are laid out. These are the rules that I normally follow um, when it comes to doing my electrical. As you can see, there's arc fault protection, there's combination type arc fault circuit interrupter, there's outlet branch circuit type arc fault circuit interrupter. Um, so these are basically the arc fault breakers with the tails that we use to protect the circuit. Um, there's you have here receptacles installed for refrigerator in accordance with rule 26/7722, and it says D. So all you do is you go to the same D right here. You go to 26/722, and then you follow that information. It gives you a letter here D, also gives you an I, so you have to check out that to see what's going on there. Um, Again, it also says at least one branch circuit shall be provided slowly for receptacles installed in the laundry room or in a space where the complete plumbing is installed to accommodate a washing machine. So at least one branch circuit, and that circuit shall be on its own. When it comes to washing machines, you're not supposed to jump off from receptacle to receptacle. So that receptacle, uh, in my videos, you'll see me running my lines, installing my receptacles, hooking it up at the panel. So it's always on its own. That's what that rule simply states. And it says at least one branch circuit shall be provided at least one branch circuit shall be provided slowly for receptacles installed in the utility room. So when it comes to the utility rooms, it shall have its own branch circuit, whether it be for the water heater, whatever the case is. That's what that receptacle is for. A lot of times in the older homes, I will see it's hooked up to the lighting circuit. Um, so I always try to, not always, I make sure that when I'm doing a roughing, you will see in my work that any receptacle that I roughen in the utility room, it's going to be on its own. Then it goes on to say each receptacle installed in a cupboard, wall, cabinet, or enclosure for the use of a microwave oven in accordance with Rule 26/720 shall be supplied by a branch circuit that does not supply any other circuit. Um, and this circuit shall be considered as forming part of the circuit required under. It gives you the rule. So what you'll do is you'll take that number, you'll go to that rule, and you'll double check it to make sure whatever information they're giving you. And it says a separate branch circuit shall be provided slow. So then it says a separate branch circuit shall be provided um, to supply power to each central vacuum system. Normally, you have a central vac system, and that's going to have its own circuit. Um, So again, these are rules, like I said, that are given, and these are rules that I normally follow. A panel board shall be installed in every dwelling unit, except for dwelling unit in hotels and motels, slash, slash, slash. So these are the rules. Like I said, this is just a page of what I'm showing. There's many other rules that that I have here. Let me see if I can. So then it goes on to say protection of receptacles by a ground fault interrupter of the Class A type. Um, Tamper resistant receptacles. It has here receptacles exposed to the weather, receptacles for maintenance of equipment located on the rooftop, sump pump receptacles, so on. So again, so these are all rules that are laid out, and these are all rules that we follow in order to pass our inspection. So I'm going to just back out of there for a second, and I'm going to pull up something else here. Let's see right here what we're going to do. So again, hello and welcome back to the channel. I gotta take that 1 second here. Let's get rid of that from in front here. Are you still there? Hold on a second. So when looking at the number of deaths per 1,000 fires, the number drops from 8.11 to 8.5 when smoke alarms are present. A 4.8% increase in fire-related deaths, not not a 40 to 50% decrease as the NEFA claims. Um, so this is statistics in Canada. This was in 2023, June 8th, 2023. So let's see what they say about this smoke detector here. Um, so this is just something that they shared, and this is again in Canada. And it states that fire departments among seven reporting jurisdictions in Canada attended just over 39,100,000 fires in 2021, marking the second consecutive year of increases. Both fires and the number of fatalities increased during the first 2 years of the COVID-19 pandemic, with the number of deaths rising from 148 in 2019 to 2000. In 2019, they had 148, and then it jumped up 202 in 2021. So prior to the pandemic, total fire incidents had generally been declining. Um, Compared with 2020, outdoor fires, excluding wildfires, increased by just over 2,700 incidents in 2021, becoming the most commonly reported type of fire for the first time ever. Outdoor fires accounted for 45% of all reported incidents. Example of outdoor fires include open ground dumps, fences, and light ground cover. Structural fires, which have historically been the most common type fires in a given year, also increase. Okay, so I'm not looking for that right there. So residential fires account for most fire deaths in 2021. Of the 202 fire-related deaths, 3 out of 4 occurred in residence. Among the um, 10,819 residential fires, 1% ended in a death, with a total of 156 fatalities. Um, so it says cooking equipment and smoker material and open flame continue to be the leading cause of fires in residential fires. Those two categories have been consistently accounted for over half of all residential fires that occurred from 2015 to 2021, while cooking was the leading cause of fires incident, 32%, and injuries, 43%. Smoker materials accounted for 64% of the residential fire-related death. Um, just over one, just over 1 in 3 residents have a working smoke alarm. From 2015 to 2021, 37% of residential fires had a working smoke alarm, while 12% had a smoke alarm that did not activate, and 13% had no smoke alarm installed. For over 1 in 3 residential fires, 38% fire services reported the status of smoke alarms as unknown. This could be because it was destroyed during the fire, or this information was not captured during the investigation. So again, this is the death rates for with the smoke not being installed. Um, so I'm going to back out of that. Okay, so here we're going to this is something that they have here, and it says smoke and CO alarms, and it also says working smoke alarms and carbon monoxide detectors save lives in the event of a fire or a CO leak in your home, according to the Ontario Association of Fire Chief. Residential fire accounts for 73% of all fire-related fatalities in Canada. Um, so 73% of all fire-related fatalities in Canada. These devices also provide protection from death, injury, or permanent disability from CO poisoning. Um, a treat a treat that poses the most risk. A threat that poses the most risk during sleeping hours. So, post-fire inspection often reveal that dated, improperly maintained, or disabled safety devices are the culprit in these avoidable tragedies. This good news is the rate of fire and CO related death is dropping as added protection are written into the fire code. So it also says fire code timeline for the alarm requirements. 1975, all Ontario homes required to have smoke alarms outside sleeping areas. That means in the hallway. 1986, Ontario Building Code requires direct hard smoke alarms be installed in all new home construction. So the building code again is something that you normally go to find out these things. Then it says in 2001, Ontario Building Code requires the mandatory installation of carbon monoxide alarms in homes and other residential buildings built after 2001. Alarms may be hardwired, battery powered, or plugged in. And then again in 2006, um, Ontario homes required to have a working smoke alarm on every story, as well as outside all sleeping areas, excluded unfinished attics. This covers single-family, semi-detached, and townhomes, whether owner-occupied or rental. 2015 visual smoke detectors, also referred to as strobes. You will see those in my videos. It's like I said, it's for the someone who cannot hear and also someone who cannot see. It flashes and it also talks. Required in each bedroom for the protection of, and there you have it there, of hearing impaired individuals. Um, 2017, new regulations introduced making carbon monoxide detectors mandatory in all Ontario homes. Until this time, only residential buildings built after 2001 were required to have carbon monoxide alarms. So again, they're taking the stuff serious. And then every home in Ontario must have a working smoke alarm on every story and outside all sleeping areas. Homeowners must install and maintain smoke alarms on every story of their home and outside sleeping areas. Landlords must ensure their rental properties comply with the law, keeping smoke and CO alarms in working condition, including testing, repairs, and replacement as necessary. Devices must be tested annually after battery replacement and after every change in tenants. So, like I said, they're supposed to be tested, and it also says devices must be tested annually after battery replacement and after every change in tenant. Tenants must contact landlord immediately if you do not have the required number of smoke alarms. It is against the law for tenants to remove the batteries or tamper with the alarm in any way. So there you see it here. Um, Tenants must contact your landlord immediately if you do not have the required number of smoke alarms. It is against the law for tenants to remove the batteries or tamper with the alarm in any way. Failure to comply with fire code alarm requirements could result in a seizable fine amount depending on municipality or a penalty of up to 50,000 for individuals and 100,000 for corporations. So they do give out fines every time you play around when you're not supposed to. So just give me a second here. I'm just going to leave this here on the screen. Charging my, give me a second. You hear? I'm charging my earpiece. Give me a second. So then it says smoke alarms offer protection from smoke and fire. In a fire, smoke and deadly gases tend to spread further and faster than heat. That's one reason why most fire victims die from in, inhalation. So that's one reason why most victims die from inhaling of smoke and toxic gases, not from burns. Smoke alarms must be installed in each bedroom adjacent to hallways, each living room area, level, and basement. Because smoke is less dense than air, smoke alarms should be positioned on the ceiling or on the wall near the ceiling, like I mentioned in my previous videos. Keeping 12 inches out from the corner. Smoke alarms should not be installed in humid or moist areas or directly over the stove or range. Again, I don't put a smoke alarm inside of the kitchen. Uh, Proximity to ceiling fans and drafty areas which blowing smoke away from the unit. Laundry room areas should also be avoided in order to keep the unit free of dust or lint. Smoke alarms are available in models that are battery powered, long life battery equipped, or dual powered hardwire with option of battery backup. Featured offered includes hush button, talking alert, strobe alarm required in bedrooms. Smart detectors offer additional features through a companion smart home app. Features include smart home alert um, about smoke. So another thing with these smart phone apps, um, when you do have to renovate your home and you are renting out your basement, you cannot use that smart detector. Doesn't work. And it also tells you what to look for. Look for the ULC sticker, Underwriters Laboratory of Canada marking when purchasing alarms. This certifies that the device meets the appropriate Canadian standard. Um, and then let's go over here to the. So again, this is in Canada. These are the statistics in Canada. Known as the silent killer, carbon monoxide CO is the colorless, odorless, tasteless, and toxic gas produced as a byproduct of combustion. Any fuel burning appliance, vehicle, tool, or other devices has the potential to produce dangerous levels of CO gas. Example of CO emitters around the home includes automobiles, fireplace, space heaters, fuel, fuel fire furnaces, gas dryers, stove and water heaters. Carbon monoxide inhibits the blood's ability to carry oxygen, eventually depriving and stopping the brain, heart, and other organs. Carbon monoxide detectors must be placed in all hallways adjacent to bedrooms, each living area, level, and basement, being virtually the same density as air. CO detectors can be installed on ceilings or walls at any height to avoid false signals. They should not be positioned too close to combustion, appliance, garage, kitchen, or laundry. So again, I don't, like I said, I don't put them inside of the kitchen because it's oh, this is not so I am reading, but you guys are not seeing this. Hmm. So, okay, so there it is. There, I was reading it, but obviously you guys weren't seeing it. So I'm not going to read over the full thing here, um, but I will leave it on here so you guys can just have a look here. Smoke alarms, as you can see, carbon monoxide detectors on the other side. Um, Also, carbon monoxide detectors are sold as plug-in with battery backup, battery operated or hardwired. Okay, so I'm going to just stroll down here. I just wanted to pull this up here. So again, these are how the smoke detectors look. Um, there's the kitty, and so The ones that I more preferred is the kitty. I never had issues with them. Um, these ones here, I don't normally like them. You'll see me put in my. I don't know if you guys can see here, but I have my arrow on it. They normally give problems. So when I say normally give problems, um, they're very sensitive and they will trigger a lot of times. So again, I'm going to leave that on here for a second. Smoke and seal alarms. That's what it looks like. So again, hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And these are just the different kind of smoke detectors that's out there. So this is another kind here.